Pew pew.
There you go. What is up, y'all?
I wonder why this one ain't working.
I don't know.
That's the one.
No, the auxiliary is that one.
This is supposed to be the main mic, though.
But where's that from?
That should be this right here.
But it doesn't look like it.
Okay, we got a test. Let's see. Alrighty. So there was that. There was that kind of thingity thing. So that was thingy. Look at my hair.
Cattywampus, what's up?
Cattywampus. I got 2 teenagers I'm willing to sell. Just let you know.
Yeah, I'm so ready to. Yeah. One day at a time. What's up? Naturally NC. Whoop whoop.
Send them over.
You gotta clean up their mess first.
You say that now.
Oh.
Well, let me tell you something.
Look, I made a very good, because I was talking to, just sign a waiver. Yes. So I was telling her, so we were supposed to have, Cattywampus was supposed to come over tomorrow, and I had to cancel, and it's because we had to parent.
Yeah.
And what I told Lauren is, look.
Well, I mean, Sydney came down from Atlanta on Friday to hang out with Ladessa on her birthday for a little bit.
Yeah. And
when he found out that they were acting a fool, he literally gave her birthday presents from Cattywampus and himself, hung out with me for a little bit, and then left. And looked at her and looked at them both and said, well, maybe when me and the missus, he didn't say missus, but what's he call her? Anyway,
whatever.
The pet name that he has for her. When we come back next weekend, hopefully you guys won't be acting a fool. And walked to his car and left.
Yeah.
I mean, Uncle Sidney dropped the hammer on him. And
that's the other really cool thing about when you have friends that have the same beliefs as you, as far as your parenting, kind of the beliefs that you have and what you want to make sure that your kids understand. The idea that they all kind of swarm around you and support you and drive it home, that's huge.
Yeah.
And so Lauren was like, well, what's going on? And I said, let's just suffice it to say that my children think that our kitchen is an extension of their bedroom and they just don't have to put anything away ever. And I'm tired of that.
Yeah.
So
see, our kids have chores. Every child should have chores. What's up, Wanderlust Homestead in the house? And their chores are not because Robin and I don't want to do them. It's to prepare them to be able to go out into the world, keep a clean house, be able to feed themselves, be able to take care of themselves.
Well, because, it's one thing to be able to cook for yourself. But it's another to be able to cook for yourself and not make such a mess that when you're done cooking for yourself, you don't feel like cleaning up after yourself.
You can basically, you kind of got 2 choices. You got a household that you can live in to where it's nice and neat and healthy. Or you can live like how John Travolta lived in The Urban Cowboy when they was going out partying too much and it was just nasty.
Yeah. And that was a good, we actually used that because that's one of my favorite movies. And so, when they get their new home and their new trailer and they're living in it and everything's great, and then the aunt comes over and there's, beer cans everywhere, there's trash everywhere. And so that's the thing is, it's one thing to give them the skills to know how to feed themselves. But it's also important that they know how to clean up after themselves. And to do it in a way so that it doesn't seem like such a big chore when it's all said and done.
Yeah.
And so that's what I had to try to explain to them is, it's a constant thing instead of just trashing something and then at the end of the night trying to clean everything up. And that can get exhausting, you know? So that's basically what we're having to enforce. So, yeah. And so just like, you know, when you have a piece of clothing, you don't feel like hanging it up on a hanger and putting it away, you just shove it in the back of your closet somewhere. You know, oh, well, I have this bag of noodles and I zipped it, but I don't feel like putting it where it belongs. I'm just going to throw it somewhere. So we end up buying duplicates of stuff. And I mean, I found like probably 6 pounds of spaghetti today.
This isn't a frat house. Clean it up. What?
Exactly.
What happened to... Did we never give them a wrench?
I don't know. I thought they had a wrench.
So did I.
I don't know. Anyway.
Well, I mean, just like Copper Kettle was missing hers last week and I didn't catch it till the end.
Yeah. Anyway.
And so, speaking of wrenches, I just want to say something. Even though it looks like 90% of our room is blue
right now.
Right now. I want to give a shout out to our wrenches. Mm-hmm. Everybody knows that Mimsy's Garden is the one who usually posts all the links.
Right.
When she's not here, April jumps on it.
Yes.
Well, tonight, I got a message from Mimsy, her grandbaby's over there.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So she knew she wasn't going to be able to be here. She said, so just holler at April. Mm-hmm. You know. Mm-hmm. Well, where's April?
April's not here.
April's not here.
But that's okay.
But that's okay, because if you look, old Copper Kettle Farm is right on it. And she's...
And I'll be completely honest with you. We've talked to them throughout the day. I never mentioned anything about it. We never mentioned anything
to them.
They're just doing it.
She's just posting the links.
Yeah.
You know,
and also Mama Z's. They're both doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. We love being your tools.
That's got to be Jason.
I don't know. I think
that's Jason.
I don't know.
Yep. If that's not Jason, they have reached a point where they've been married too long.
That's funny though. It's funny because Lauren and I are very close. We talk to each other 2-3 times a week, at least, and we always hit each other up like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Like we always there's always hump day, and there's always some fun pictures with that. And then Thursday is always Friday. No, Thursday is always.
No.
This is kid friendly. No,
you're the one who dropped the.
Thursday is Friday Junior, so we'll always say, "Hey, happy Friday Junior," and then Friday is like, "Yay, we made it to the weekend!" So like we always talk about all that. So yeah. Well, we both live on farms that have animals. I'm just gonna just leave that there.
I thought.
And Lauren's now working at in a situation where she's still going to always see, and she's going to see animals too. So she has some interesting photos that she shares with me. Hey, Jonathan, what's up?
And I thought you were alone.
That's better than my kilt them all. Yeah. So, speaking of kilts.
So, speaking of Lone Star Living.
Oh, what?
I really want to know. You need to go live, dude.
Lots of sausage and meat.
You need to go live and do some stinking videos because I kind of want to know what's going on.
So he just processed all of his birds. He's got birds in the freezer now.
How did you know that?
Because I follow him on Instagram.
Oh.
He's on Instagram.
Well, you told me I'm not allowed to go on Instagram.
No, I never said that.
Yes, you did when I started posting the pictures on our Instagram page.
No, I said if you're going to post pictures on Instagram, make sure you clean off your lens before you take the picture. Because your phone gets dirty easily.
You are... Oh.
Farmer Meemaw, what's up? Got to see a little bit of her live. What was that, last night?
Last night. We finally were able to catch Farmer Meemaw live.
Except we have this bad influence over Farmer Meemaw. She's self-proclaimed ADHD. And sometimes, like, if Jason or I come into the room, like, she's like, squirrel! And then, like, something happens to squirrel! Squirrel!
I take full advantage of her ADHD.
Yeah. So yeah, she was talking about different stuff last night, and it's just so cute to hear her talk and try to dance around things, and it's She's awesome. We love her.
Yeah. Well, Farmer Meemaw got a heart like that big.
Yeah.
So, are we even going to mention what I did today?
What did you do today? Oh, did you film it?
I filmed. Yeah, I got a lot of people.
Yeah, no. Well, you'll find it in the video. Look, we were serious when we told y'all last week that we were going to do 5 days a week of videos. We did it.
Yeah. So what did y'all think about this first full week? We did it. Oh yeah. Okay, sell 5.
I'm sorry, I'm not.
No, you're right. No, I can sell 5.
Lots of fencing is what's going on here. It's taking longer than we thought, just doing as we have the money. Yeah, yep. 138 pounds of chicken in the freezer now. That's awesome. Good job, Jonathan. I am proud of y'all. There's my best buddy. She's been very busy this past week.
Well, that's not what you've been saying. You've been cussing her as you've been walking around.
No, I have not. Don't even listen to him.
He don't even talk to me no more.
No, but I will say this. I did have to break down. There was a situation a long time ago where I could not get a hold of her, and I was in a full panic, and I had no way to find out if she was okay. So the next time that I talked to her, she's like, look, let me give you Doc's number just in case something happens. That way that you can always try and reach him because he always has his phone on him because of work. So this past week, even when I talked to her, it was like one-word answers and just kind of stuff like that. And so I finally broke down and I was like, Doc, what is going on with Dee? Is she okay?
You know what I'm excited about?
What?
Okay. The girls are watching the football game.
Hey, Sherry. Yes.
We are going to do a Louisiana thing for Halloween.
Yes.
For the girls.
Yes.
Because...
And by the way, I found the platter today, Dee. Just so you know.
The girls are at that age where they're too old to trick-or-treat. But especially the way Carol walked out of this house dressed looking the way she did today, they ain't taking their butts to no parties.
Oh my God. Yeah, Carol is...
She was a knockout.
Well, she is a knockout. That's just all there is to it. And she comes out... Because whenever we go to town, we alternate which girl gets to go each week. And so I took Carol today. And as soon as I tell them that we're getting ready to go, they always run back there and they get dressed up and then we go. And I'm still in jeans and a t-shirt and ponytail, So Carol comes out today and she's wearing this sleeveless shirt and jegging pants and her heels, and she doesn't need it, Sherry. That's the thing, is she doesn't need makeup. So she comes out and she's all, decked out, and Jason's like, so isn't it a little cold for that? And she immediately thought that he was trying to say she shouldn't wear that shirt. Right. So then she busted through a couple shirts. She put on one shirt and she's like, dang it. And I was like, what? She's like, it's too short. So she didn't even have to have somebody tell her. She put a shirt on. It was not long enough for her torso. She tossed it off to the side. So then she goes into Blaze's old shirts. And she grabs one of Blaze's dress shirts, nice black and white and red checkered shirt.
Breathe. Hi, two family.
And she, well, I said, hey, Sherry. I'm sorry. So she, rolls the cuffs up. She's got the button, kind of not provocative, but, to make it look girly.
It's 80s.
She's got her earrings on. She's, got the big hoops and her cool hair. And she was just rocking it. And so, she comes out. Jason's like, she's like, what, Dad? And he's like, nothing. So she definitely, and she turned eyes the whole time we were. Oh, yeah. Because of what you said. She is so confident when she walks into a room. She demands everybody's attention. Like, it's just the way she walks.
She gets that from me.
She does. I mean, she walks into a room and it's like, everybody's paying me attention right now. Like, stop what you're doing and look at me. Like, that's just the way she walks. And that's very enticing, especially a 15-year-old girl. I mean, just the way it is. So, yeah. So anyway, but what they don't know is that
I'm not afraid to go back to prison.
we have costumes for them that Dee picked out, knowing the girls.
Dee said what it was. It's called a cuppa.
Yes, it is called a cuppa.
And I think we're probably going to film it because I think this is going to be just over the top cool. Because we all have costumes.
Yes. So Dee knows us pretty well, and so she picked different outfits based on our personalities. And so she's got the girls nailed.
Yeah.
I mean, like, super nailed. She knows exactly. And so we will definitely be taking pictures. The thing is that we're going to do it on Halloween, which is a Saturday. I'm planning on doing it in the late afternoon. So it will trickle over into our live.
Okay.
So we'll do our live with all four of us probably in our dining room.
In the dining room? Okay, so now I gotta move all this stuff in there.
So it's going to be really, really cool. One thing that everybody keeps going back and forth about your thumbnail from yesterday. And I did see a couple things where people were saying you rocked the videos this week. I
want to know, what was everybody's favorite video?
Yeah, which one did you guys appreciate the most? And don't say anything about thumbnails. Hey, Tim, what's up?
So, but anyway, I'm kind of excited about this. I haven't really dressed up for Halloween in a long time. I mean...
See, and I do every year. I take the girls out. I would dress up somehow.
And that's really the only night that Tim Beverly is allowed to go outside in town without people looking at him funny. And so...
He's going to say that every year you dress up as a hobbit, but...
Yeah.
You should pose for Playgirl.
Down Under Farm.
The one with the cute thumbnail. I told you. I've been wanting to make apple cider vinegar for a long time, and that was perfect. Oh, perfect. Good. Oh, it arrived, Carol. What's she talking about?
I don't know.
Anyway. Are you talking about your box, Sherry? Because I don't... Jason's more of a dwarf warrior. I saw where Copper Kettle said something about the costume we were talking about the other night. The sexy costume.
Yes.
That's for a different night. That won't be on the live. What was the name of that show? It wasn't Xena. It was another one. Sheena.
It was Sheena.
Sheena, yeah. 20 roosters, wow. Yeah, I want to process them tomorrow. Green Dream, what's up?
GDP.
We've got a certain rabbit farmer's boy calling.
Want to see Lodasa's B-Day gift. Jason will cry when she reads it out loud.
Yeah, so that's coming next Saturday. Well, it'll be here Monday, but...
See, Dee has this thing. And I'm starting to pick up on it. She likes to make me cry. She made me do that toast on your birthday.
Green Dream said, "Are you done making sexy thumbnails?" Nope. We had a great idea for another one. That's next week.
No, that table ain't going to be done next week.
Oh, okay.
I mean, the board's got to at least take almost a day or two to dry.
Oh, okay.
When I'm able to get to them.
Okay. I am a Carol. Oh, meant you. Okay, gotcha. I was like, I don't know. I'm confused.
So, yeah, we're going to, and JJL Forge gave me an idea for the next thumbnail. So,
oh, yeah, the one that you were talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's another one. So that's like 3. That would be, well, you got 1 done, and then...
Right. So, Robin took a tumble yesterday. She was too much focused on my thumbnails. And she stepped out the door, and all of my sexiness got her weak in the knees, and she took a tumble out the office.
Let's not talk about the fact that the cinder block was not secure.
It's okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay. Blame the cinder block.
I am going to blame it.
But,
Jason put the X in sexy. Yeah. Did you see Fishes and Loaves? And is this to go up against the naked yurt people? No. We were just having, that's the thing, is that we like to have fun. And so, she's probably looking at your butt. Yep. Probably.
I don't know how because I was behind you, but anyway.
But yeah.
Is that naked yurt people? Is those the ones she was referring to that
I was about the girl that's always, yeah. I don't know, probably.
Heidi K.
I have no idea, but probably. She told me her tumble was she was shocked at by your behavior.
No, I don't have any behavior left after almost 16 years together.
Yeah, so basically what happened is it was after we were out here doing some stuff with the videos and getting everything done, and it was time to go inside for dinner. And we have cinder blocks for stairs going out of here. And I must have put my weight on one that wasn't completely stable, and it flipped, and I flipped with it. And it was not pretty because my whole right side... I hit my whole right side, and the thing is that we have a walkway that is made out of those concrete squares or whatever.
Stepping back in time, Kentucky. Hello.
And so when I fell, I hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hit that. My phone went flying. My cup went flying, and I went to tumbling. I almost made it down to the pond.
I was hoping the phone was gonna make it to the pond, but it didn't. I almost thought about tossing it.
But my whole right side is very sore. My whole body's kind of twisted up. I have a cut now here, and it was really swollen on my wrist. And it still really hurts on my wrist, but it's after I use it for a little bit of time, so. Yeah,
that's what we're going to do. We're basically, we're going to build a deck on the front of this. So that way, even during the summertime, maybe we can take the live on Saturday night, take it out to the deck, have the pond
in the background.
Pond behind us, because we got some decent lights and stuff now that will be able to light it up pretty good if we have to.
Look, I'm telling you, I'm a klutz anyway. Like I'm very much like that's where LaDessa gets it from, that she trips on air. But. Like, I went to bed last night. I mean, I did not sleep well last night. You know that, because I kind of...
No, I don't. God,
tossed and turned.
I guess you must have punched me in this sleep again, like when you watch Alias, because I don't really remember much.
Yeah. And, so my back, my back's kind of sore. I need you to look later, but I feel like I've got a bruise or something on my shoulder and on my arm. Because it's real tender right there too. So I'm gonna take it easy. Well, believe it or not, our hot water heater, like if you set it up high, it'll get pretty hot. And they set me up with a pretty hot bath last night with some of that, is it Dr. Teal's or something, Epsom salt bath. And it had, it has like the CBD oil or something in the bath, like the bubble bath. So that's what they put on me, and then I put some stuff on, and then I tried to lay down, but it was just.
Well, see,
I bumped my knee real bad too.
Once you become 39, like myself and the turd herder are 39 years old.
For the 6th year.
And watch your mouth. And you become hesitant at falling. Like if we were to play baseball right now, and it became between me being out and sliding into second base.
I'm out.
I'm out.
Yep.
Might as well just go on and just go ahead and just put it off to the side, and that's it. I'm just out. You know, because we were talking about this, I think with D maybe, or somebody the other day on Marco. It might have been in the group, the friends in my family group, that we were talking about when you hit a certain age.
Oh, a fall becomes like this epic thing.
Yeah,
like, you don't just...
You know, like when you were a kid, you didn't have a fear of falling.
You had a fear of stopping. Like once you finally rolled.
You had a fear of your clothes ripped when you fell going home and telling your mama.
Yeah.
But there was no fear of falling. You would go out on that limb of a tree, and it was hearing it crack, and then you would take, I can go a little bit further. I got spider skills, and you would go out a little bit further. Now, you're looking at a dock that's gonna take into water.
There she is.
You're gonna go into water, and you're still doing that toe tap.
Yep.
Solid? You think it's solid? And then you're calling one of your kids, hey, go on over there to that boy. Jump up and down about 10 times.
Yeah, definitely. So, yeah, we're definitely, like, when and that was the thing.
Hold on, just let me interrupt. April, Mimsy's not going to be here, so if you could take over the links, please.
Anyone have recommendations on tractors?
We are looking for one ourselves, Lone Star.
Mindful Homestead.
The Mindful Homestead.
Yeah.
Somebody put up a link to his channel, please. The Mindful Homestead. Go check out his channel. Leave a comment down there that said Big Bear sent you. He does he has a playlist. A great playlist where he goes over everything about the Kubota one that he got.
Yeah.
He shows you what it can. Basically, he did a lift test with it. He goes over all the parts and stuff that he likes, that he doesn't like. And I'm going to tell you something. He doesn't pull any punches. He has an outstanding tractor, the Kubota tractor review. You see him doing it with everything. Because he's up there in Yankeeville. So I think he even got it stuck in the snow one time when they were trying to push snow and stuff out.
Doc is in here. Say hi to Doc.
Hi, Doc. Where's Doc?
Not your Doc. Doc. D's Doc.
I know D's Doc. Where's he at?
Donald Morris, right there. I'm 64 and bulletproof.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'm looking at Kubota for new. I hate payments. Look, we're the same way. We've been looking at a John Deere just because John Deere is made an hour and a half from us. So that's, so we're definitely in the same boat. We're trying to find a
tractor.
Can you text the girls and tell them to bring me the heating pad? So yeah. So that's where.
So if you're looking at Kubota, go to the Mindful Homestead, check out his playlist, and because he's got a he's got a really good playlist like that. Now I'll tell you one thing. I was talking with Jeremiah. Sweet Maya that eats sherbet. The other day on the phone, and I was telling him because they have a tractor. I think they have Kubota. They have a Kubota.
Yeah.
And so I was talking to him about it, and he gave me this piece of advice. And for a Hollywood Marine, it was actually pretty good advice. He said, "Look at the size that you think you need, and then go to the next size.
Go up
bigger.
one step."
Because the tractor that they got, I think he said he's pretty much feels like he's already
outgrown it.
Yeah. That's,
That was a good idea. You know, basically, whatever you think you need, go up one.
One. So I was which had me rethinking the what Alabama already scored?
No, she's bringing me the heating pad.
Oh.
Gonna mention that to Donald. I think I want one bigger than. Oh, did they already score?
Yes.
Oh. Sorry.
I mean, that's the way it was against.
Yeah, I know. Not LSU.
Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Make that happen again, please.
Yeah. Starting on that one.
Okay, it'll be all right. It's just a football game.
That cost jumps up a bit from model to model to go bigger.
Yeah.
That's true, but again, if you're looking at having to replace and up buy later, I mean,
Yeah.
better to not strain the SWL that way, Jason. What's the SWL? Other than a flamethrower, what can I do about spiders? We have 30 all around the house.
Move.
Ugh.
Napalm. A tactical nuke.
Jason's not fond of spiders. Just
Safe
saying.
working load.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. Better
Right.
to not strain it.
And that's one of the, you know what, he's absolutely right, which got my brain thinking now. That's one of the things that the Mindful Homestead points out on his thing where he just put a rock. It was a big honking rock. And you could tell where it put the tractor off balance. So...
Joro are the ones that came over from Japan.
Oh, so sorry.
I have a huntsman spider living in the house. Oh, no. No. So, Meemaw got hers a while back. She said she loves hers. Dee said that Doc had a Kubota, but he upgraded to a Mahindra.
Came over on shipping containers a couple years back. Then remind them about Nagasaki. That's all I'm going to say.
My huntsman is named Fred. He sounds like us. We have a little
lizard that lives inside the office. His name is Fred.
And his name is Fred. Perhaps a salt gun for the spiders. That would be good. There you go. Crystal, do y'all still have any of your potato stick cages set up? Saw David using them composting.
Yeah, I don't play with a spider.
No, Jason is not a spider. We had one not too long ago called a spiny back.
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, when I walk into a spider web, even Jackie Chan is talking about that's some major kung fu right there. That's the best kung fu he's ever seen in his life.
It was a spiny back something.
Yeah,
somebody help me. What?
Yeah, because you wouldn't let me kill it because it was super beneficial for the garden.
Right, because it's a predaceous spider. It goes after other insects in the garden that are not beneficial. So I was like, you leave that. Orb weaver, that's it. A spiny back orb weaver. And it is probably one of the coolest looking spiders ever because it looks like a little crab.
Oh, you're talking about Darth Vader?
Yeah, they call it Darth Vader.
Let me go ahead and correct you right there. The words cool and spider never go together.
How many horsepower tractor are you looking at, Jason?
I don't know.
What's up, Green Gables? Good to see you. Huntsman eats the bad spiders, and they're like the cheetah of the spider world. Wow.
Oh, that's just a big no.
Spiders are a way of life out here. We have them everywhere. I kill the poisonous ones, like the black widows. The other ones you leave. Yeah. I'm letting my beautiful spider webs exist for now. Yeah, and so that orb weaver...
Okay, there's another two words that don't ever belong in the same sentence. Beautiful and spider webs.
Yes.
No. Look, I would be the one hero in the Marvel universe that would kill Spider-Man.
Copper Kettle said at least it's not midnight massive hornets on your light. spider people, if you send me a lizard safe container for shipping, I could possibly send some of our Florida invasive lizards your way.
Now, see, in Florida...
Oh, they only grow to 3 inches? Are you crazy?
in Florida... in Florida, I want to go to Florida for like a 2-week vacation.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Did you see the picture of the cat looking at the alligator in the door?
About that.
That was pretty cool.
I want to go to Florida, to the Everglades, for about a 2 or 3 week vacation.
And do what?
And catch the ball pythons.
Oh,
and,
and
the,
that everybody turns
boas
loose.
That they have now put bounties on.
Yeah, because they're massive now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I come back and pay off the house.
I took a picture of one of those spiny back orb weaver, the actual spider web. I just have to post it.
Now look, I'll give it to you. There are some spiders, that are okay to look at through binoculars. Mm-hmm. Others...
It reminds me, Jason's not kidding. If he walks through a spider web, you've never seen a sexier ninja ever. He's just, whoa. It's really funny.
And my kids, and that's one of the things I'm worried. If a zombie apocalypse ever happens, and I'm out in the yard with my spiderweb kung fu, just killing zombies, my kids are not going to have my back because they're going to be over laughing. They're going to get eaten in the face by a zombie because they're laughing at Dad with his kung fu. I don't understand that.
I don't know. I think Donald would do a high-pitched scream. Might see somebody today.
I can't stand a spider web.
So, yeah.
There was one jerk that was making his web...
Okay, before you even go any further, he is personalizing now. He's humanizing a spider and calling it a jerk, just so that you guys catch that. Okay, there was a jerk.
I even tried to be cool with him. I looked at him the first time that my face got right there to the spider web, and my ninja beard, the hairs went up, and I could feel a little bit of web, and I backed up, and the spider was there, and he was looking at me, and I'm like, look, homie, this is a no web zone. I come in and out of here. I'm gonna just cut your stuff down over here today, let it fall to this side. Because I understand.
You can attach it over there.
You are a valuable part to our ecosystem, and you help keep the flies and the
moths and all that
kind of stuff at bay. I got you. Okay? I can work with you. You build this stuff back tomorrow. It's just not going to be a third day. Come out there the next morning. What's right there by the door?
If the spider had a middle leg, I'm sure he would have told you you're number one, Jason.
Spider web was right up there.
Right in your face.
Right there again. Bam!
Jerk.
And I was like, okay, you thought I was playing. Nope. Went and got an aerosol can and a lighter.
No. Why would you do that?
Well, 1, I had to teach the girls how to make a flamethrower. And 2, we had to get rid of that situation. So him and all of his 1,000 legs.
Oh my God.
What's up, Gold Shaw? What do you say?
I usually let massive spider webs form in our barn over the summer. I can't bring myself to break them up. They look too cool. They do. I mean, so that was the thing about this spiny orb weaver, is that he had built in a high traffic area. And so after a couple of times of not even really realizing I was doing it and just walking right into it, Sherry and Daryl were here, and they would even see me. I would see it and I would duck under and go over it. Finally, I was like, I can't keep doing this. So eventually, he moved over to the other side of the garden, and he was all the way over by the tomatillos.
I am all about having a working relationship with some of these wonderful creatures that God has placed
Right.
on this
Right.
earth. Okay? Me and Mr. Beaver, we have a working relationship.
Right.
He comes up here. He knows what trees he's allowed to chew on. We've talked. He knows what trees he's allowed to chew on.
Sure. Of course.
He chews on those trees. He goes out of the realm. Well, then he'll become a beaver burger.
Right. And a beaver blanket.
He stays there.
He's good to go.
We're good to go.
Yeah.
The Mr. Otter. When Mr. Otter came to the pond.
Yeah. You could have easily set a trap and caught him.
Yeah, I
but you
could have
left
caught him.
alone.
Could have caught him. Left him alone. Now, when he comes back in a couple of months, which he will, we're going to have to talk. Because I'm going to be stocking my pond next year.
If he shows up and starts
Now,
eating all the fish,
we're going to have a talk.
I
Now,
will have an otter fur. Just saying.
just saying. You know, me and the raccoons, me and the possums, the skunks, we all have a working relationship.
I told you that I saw a big boar hog or a big boar skunk coon
Where?
at my work.
Yeah?
Yep. That was pretty funny. All of the guys at my shop were running like sissies.
And because you have to keep everything in balance. But when you enter my zone,
You enter Jason's realm.
all bets are off.
All bets are.
You know? Look, I make food buffers, food barriers back there for them. Why? So they don't come up in my world.
Right.
I literally carved out a piece of my homestead.
Yes.
And it's not like it's a small piece. I carved out a pretty big chunk for them.
Yep.
But no, Mr. Jerkwad Spider wants to come up here and make it across my back door. Well, guess what? He is now Kentucky Fried Spider. Oh, you can hashtag sorry, not sorry.
Now, could you go on alone and win the 500,000 since you can trap? You just have to eat what you trap.
Absolutely. I want to go on alone. I don't know if they're doing it anymore.
I don't think they're doing it anymore, but it is.
Because the problem would be getting me to come back.
Yeah,
I would be like,
after he got in a rhythm, he'd be like, I'm good.
Just bring the girls. Just bring them right here.
Just let us have this little piece of land. We're good to go.
This piece of land, and
Yeah.
we'll be good
I
to
could
go.
really see that being a problem. He'd be like, baby, we can have fresh salmon all the time. We can.
I mean, that's if they send you to Nova Scotia.
I know, wherever.
And here's my thing. There's got to be a lot of rules because these guys are supposed to be survival experts, and every shelter that I have seen them build has been poor, to say the least.
I don't know. There was a couple that.
Well, that one guy that built the yurt,
Yeah.
you know, he should have won, but he got in his own head.
And then the one guy that was just like, I've done everything that I needed to do. I'm out of here.
And I would have, you know, like the one season I was watching, the guy, he got a moose. It was like the one guy that got a moose.
That was
And
like the
then
very
he
first
started,
season, wasn't it?
yeah. Then he started getting his backside handed to him by some wolverines.
Yeah, because he was trying to save. He knew he needed the fat, and so he stored the fat up in this. He basically like built this big high platform, thinking that a wolverine's not going to climb up there and eat it. And the wolverine was going up there and just wearing him out.
I guess the thing that I didn't understand is why didn't he just? I mean, because he had a huge cast iron skillet.
He could have rendered that lard.
He could have rendered it.
Done some with
He
it.
found some cans, some old like vegetable cans, and
It's called a loan.
he could have just took those chunks of fat, cut them up into cubes, stuck them in that can.
I don't think it is. The one that lost his shelter to the fire. I don't think it's the same one.
I think that's
Is
the
it?
same guy. Yeah,
Maybe.
and he could have built.
Yeah, he left the ladder up. Yeah.
He could have built a box
Yeah.
and buried it in the ground inside his shelter.
Axed the Wolverine, though. But after the Wolverine had eaten all of his dang fat. I mean...
But again, I'm playing armchair quarterback here, and I'm watching the situation that they're in, not
Right, not being there.
being there.
Right.
but-
That's why you were saying you think there's a lot of rules, because there's got to be some stuff that they're not allowed to do, or things that they, like I know that there's some things that they've expressed, like they're not allowed to do certain things with the foxes or something like that. Like some stuff is protected, so they can't.
Yeah, that one place where that poor girl was getting worn out by that fox. on that
Chris
track.
yelled at the moose guy every episode. I bet. I could see it. Like he was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like I would love for them to do.
What world are we talking about now? There's a show called Alone.
I would love to do a couples one where me and you could go, and we'll just let Jess and Jeremiah have the girls for that time, and you and I could go and see how long we could last. We would never leave.
I would kill you within like the first week.
No, you
Like
wouldn't.
you'd be dead.
No, you
You'd
wouldn't.
be so dead.
No, you wouldn't. And I mean, I think the very first thing. Now, let's just run the rabbit and say I got to go on the show. Got to go to Nova Scotia, the one where season 1 and season 2 were. Okay. The moment I hit my spot, the very first thing I would do was set out my gill net.
There was a couple of series.
I say that depending on the tide, whereas the tide was. I would set out my gill net. Now, some of these guys from like season 4, I think it was, they have YouTube channels. And they talk a lot about, and one of the things that the one guy said was, he said, you're all together for a couple of weeks because they give them camera training and
yeah.
this
First aid and all that
they
stuff.
go over all that kind of stuff. And he said, then you're all together and you're getting fed real nice and blah, blah, blah. And then they wake you up early in the morning and then they start pulling you out one at a time.
Right.
And he said one of the things, he goes, I was, that kind of wore me down right away was I was one of the last ones that got to go to my place. So I'm already been sitting on this dock for like 8 hours.
Yeah.
8 to 10 hours.
Waiting.
Sitting there. And, the first guy goes, everybody's like, oh, yeah, go get him up. Because by the time I was going, there was like one other dude there. He was like, go for it, homie.
April said, camera pans on Robin. What happened to Jason? Robin, he dared me to be quiet for 30 minutes. D said, or the girls can come to Louisiana to wait out your madness.
And I guess one of the things, and again, not there, I don't know the rules. I don't know some of these people's backgrounds. But you should be fined. Unless, like the one guy, he broke his leg. I think that was in season 1, the very first day. He was trying to climb up something, slipped on a rock, and broke his leg. Okay? And had to tap out.
There was the one guy.
But you walk up on, they give you all these classes about bears.
Yeah, he walked up on the bear.
And
Like, he didn't even, walk up on it. He just heard it or something,
He just
right?
heard it.
Yeah, and he's like,
Nope, I'm out.
like, what?
And I guess there's got to be a rule that they can't hunt the bears. Because
Yeah, it doesn't seem like they ever...
Because some of them dudes that been on that show, like the the dude from Augusta, and you know,
military guy,
the
yeah.
one that climbed the mountain for the 22 for 22, basically 20. That was his version of 22 for 22, which was really cool. I got a little misty on that one.
Yeah, the number that leaves the first week is ridiculous. Yeah.
That because like I'm saying, there's got to be some crazy rules because because a bear has a lot of fat.
And the warmth of the
Yeah.
fur, I mean.
Yeah, I could see him taking out a bear. He could have took out a bear. And
Yeah, they must not be allowed.
you know, so there's got to be.
I'd probably tie my husband to a tree as bait after a week.
Yeah. But, you know, some of the reasons why I wouldn't want to go, because you got the salmon,
Yes.
you got the oysters and the clams,
The lichen, yeah.
all that good seafood. Why could they not? Because they do have to fall under. That's one of the things.
Whatever the state or
I think
country
it was
rules are.
in season 1 or season 2 that I watched. That they basically it was season 2. It was season 2 because the Georgia boy was kind of narrating it. They do it. It shows them in their classes at one time. And they're sitting around there, and a game warden's there, and he said, "Look, just because y'all are on a reality show
does not mean you're
does
allowed
not
to break
mean
the
anything.
rules." Yeah.
You guys all have been given these different permits to be able to do certain things, but there's certain things you just
don't have
cannot
permits
do.
for.
You
Right.
just can't do.
Right.
Yeah.
And one was I remember, I don't remember which season it was, but one of them was foxes, and he was getting worn out by a fox, and he could do nothing about it. Or, somebody could do nothing about it.
Yeah.
We have a bear in the woods behind us, but I think Court barks so much that he leaves us alone and instead poops in the neighbor's yard and gets in their bird feeders. That's funny.
A bear is on my bucket list.
Did anybody see my picture of the bear on my Facebook page? Because that was pretty stinking cool.
My doc says that he's going to be able to set me up with a bear hunt, but I'll have to go get a South Carolina's license.
The foxes.
I may have to use City Girl's address, so I don't have to pay that outrageous out-of-state fee, and go get it because I think he said he's up there in Pickens, South Carolina is where that guy's at.
Yeah.
And you know, and a lot of the big game is on my bucket list. But you know, I don't necessarily know if I have not ever killed a bear. But I don't know if I really wanted, if I had to choose between my rifle or the bow, I'm taking my bow.
We're talking about alone.
You know, just like when we were talking about,
That is a really good point. That is a really good point, Morgan. Dude, you can't hurt your spirit animal. It's bad juju. Stick to deer and turkeys. I'm all for that. And elk. He wants to do elk. Maybe a moose, something like that. But yeah, I think you're onto something there, Morgan. It might not be a good idea to kill it with your bare hands.
well, there is a rise in spear hunting.
Yes.
But the spears that these guys are using
are no joke.
They are, I mean, I don't even know
bear versus bear.
If it's really considered if you can really consider it a spear.
Why?
Well, for one, it's like 12 foot stinking long, and it weighs about 6 to 10 pounds, I think. Mm-hmm. You're not going to be running through the forest with that long of a spear trying to ooga booga something. Mm-mm. These guys are literally up in a tree stand, like they're rifle hunting or bow hunting.
Speaking of deer stand,
what
was that this weekend?
Son of a mother.
Was today opening day?
Yes, today was opening. And I didn't hear a single shot.
I saw plenty of, when I went to go get feed this morning, I saw plenty coming in and none of them with anything. So I think it's still a little too warm. I mean, it was cool today, but I think it's still a little whip it with your man bun. You know, you have a place to go for elk. It just requires jumping through some hoops for the state of Kentucky. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I mean, like, I know we have people that we can, yeah.
I didn't know they had it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so then me and Chris got to talk. I just got to buy the out-of-state veterans license.
See, that's crazy.
What?
My husband had to put a bear down as she was wrecking our property after multiple attempts to scare her off, but we weren't allowed to harvest any part of her, as the game commissioner instructed. That's crazy.
See, that's one of those rules that I feel is completely asinine. Mm-hmm. If you're going to be able to pull a permit, if they're going to give you a permit to take this animal's life, you should be able to
She wasn't that big. It's a black bear the size of a great beer.
Doesn't matter.
You know, but still, it shouldn't be wasted. Like
if they're not going to come out and trank the bear and relocate it far, far away, then and they're going to give you the permit and want you to drop it, then you should be able to harvest the fur, whatever. Harvest the meat, the organs, whatever.
Yeah.
So letting it sit there and rot or throwing it in it, then picking it up, taking some measurements of its teeth and claws, and then throwing it in a ditch somewhere or an incinerator is stupid.
Yeah, the only thing they offered me was jail if I killed it. Yeah, so, like, I don't know if you remember, but Teresa, a couple of years ago, she had one that, like, destroyed her truck. Yeah. Like, got on top of her truck and, like, messed up the, what's that called? Sunroof. Yeah. That's a rule made up by the same people who put Wuhan voodoo patients in a nursing home.
Good night, Cattywampus. We're fixing to have to call it, too, because you're getting uncomfortable.
Very. Yeah. Alright.
Alright, guys. Well, next week, 5 more videos coming out. We already got pretty much all of them. Got just about the B-roll for all of them, I think.
Yeah, I just got to do the talking
part. Got to do some talking parts and maybe a couple of other little things of B-roll.
Yep.
Don't do that.
I'm sorry.
It's catchy.
I know.
We are at 26 days.
Waiting for those thumbnails.
26 days?
Sure.
Well.
Today's the 17th.
This will be 25 days. It was 26 days yesterday.
Okay. Yeah.
Right? Am I right?
17, 24 days.
That's even better.
24. Today's the 17th. We have until the 31st to get to the end of the month. That's 14 days plus 10 is, yeah. That thumbnail of you on the table made me spit out my iced tea. Made me spit out my iced tea, too.
So we have 24 days until the pup is born. And then we have
6 weeks after that.
6 to 7 weeks after that.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Waiting to watch those videos go crazy on YouTube with those half-naked thumbnails. He was fully clothed. No, it's gonna be a Christmas puppy. We'll get it 2 days before Christmas, so we're excited about that.
Yep.
I think we're gonna do an Instagram just for the puppy. I know we're gonna do one for Ladessa's birthday / Christmas gift. I told her we would set up an Instagram for her to just do pictures of her.
Oh, her turtle?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So, that'll be fun.
Yeah. And y'all, I need a favor from y'all. Y'all give Cat, now that Cattywampus left, because I don't want to know that we were doing this. Y'all go give Cattywampus and the Naked Gardener some love. Because they pretty much supplied Ladessa for her birthday.
Oh, yes. She has everything.
Everything she needs and the money to get her tortoise. I think we mentioned it to you guys last year that Ladessa was saving up to get a tortoise. And
yeah.
So now she's got it. Now we have to order it.
Well, she learned a very valuable lesson because we went to go order her. She was so excited. She had all the money, and we went to go order the turtle. And apparently, they have to overnight ship it, and the shipping is almost as much as the turtle.
Yeah.
So she's got just a little bit further to go, but I think Jason's parents are gonna give her
whatever
money for her
whatever
birthday.
my parents don't give her because
Yeah.
they told me that they were going to do it.
Yeah.
I'm going to front the rest.
Yeah, we'll take care of it. She's so close. And matter of fact, we're probably gonna do it anyway and just let her make it up.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, so she's excited about that. And then she's got all the stuff because Cattywampus brought, sent a bunch of stuff.
Yeah. Cattywampus got her the tank,
Bedding,
the bedding, the water bowl,
a heating lamp,
the
bowl.
bowl
Yeah.
that the tortoise can climb up into and get into the water if it wanted to. A black heat lamp, some food. I'm missing something. Anyway, basically all she needs is the turtle. And Tori and Sid gave her a Visa gift card to cover the
Whoa.
turtle.
Wow. Oh, I'm gonna Facebook you. I had a hard experience with a tortoise. Maybe she can tell you who to avoid and who to contact. Perfect. I would appreciate that. Kathleen, that is awesome. Thank you so much. And I'm sure Jason just told her that
Yes.
she needs to come out here.
Because that's exactly how much
That's how much the shipping is.
the shipping was.
The shipping is $50.
Was $50.
Yep.
So Kathleen, that's awesome.
That
Thank
sets
you
her up.
so very much. And okay, y'all need to stop chatting so that way she sees this in the chat when she gets here. Come here. I need you to look at something.
Oh no.
Quickly.
Nope, hurry up before it disappears. Look at the pink.
Thank you so much. That just did a lot. That means I can get it now.
Yeah.
That means you can get it now.
Thank you so much.
There you go. Do you know who that is? She was at HOA 2 years ago. That is, what is her daughter's name? You guys talked to her from California.
Oh, Abby.
That's Abby's mom.
Thank you.
So there you go. She said, "You're welcome, sweetie." So yeah, Abby's mom. There you go.
Yep.
How's the score? Well,
Still the same thing,
okay.
which is good.
Okay. How's dinner coming?
I don't know. I
Okay.
think the nachos are almost done.
Okay. Well, we'll be in a minute. Everybody says hugs to you.
So do you know what you're going to name your Instagram yet?
My Instagram.
Yeah.
With
For
your
your
turtle.
turtle.
Oh, I didn't know that I was doing that.
I told you we were going to do
Oh,
that.
I don't know. I don't even know what I'm going to name the tortoise yet.
I thought you were going
Speedy.
to name it Speedy.
I was going to name it Rock. I was thinking of a name of like Rocky or
Cuff.
like we're gonna like Bugs Bunny or
Roadrunner. Wiley. Shelly. There you
Shelley.
go. That's a good one.
Okay, Dad, chill back.
No, get out of here. Bye. We'll see you in a few minutes.
Okay.
She's a mess. It needs to be Scarface. Say hello to my little friend.
No. I don't know if you can tell, Miss Kathleen, but you just made
her day.
Her day.
Yeah, because last night she had it all in her head that we were going to be ordering that tortoise, and then I went to push checkout, and it was like $50 shipping and handling, and she was like, I don't have that much money, and I was like, baby, we'll figure it out, we'll get there. She's like, why not have a contest? I don't know, she might want to do that. We'll just have to ask her.
Yeah.
But yeah, she was wrecked. And then I came out here and I was like, we got a problem. And we were going to just cover it. And
I thought you went ahead and ordered it.
No,
I told you to order it.
And I'm glad we didn't, because if Jennifer found one of her friends had a bad experience with shipping one, I kind of want to know who that was. So, yeah. Pepe Le Pew Pew. Yeah, she's going to be pretty happy tonight. So I think we will hold off and wait and see if Jennifer can let me know who it was that she dealt with, because I really don't want to have.
Yeah, I don't want to.
I mean, we already had a big enough problem with the whole puppy thing. I don't.
Yeah.
Don't want to have to go through that again. So.
Yeah. And it was it was hard on everybody when we lost Apollo, and
then having the situation of like thinking you found something and then it was nothing more than a farce to get money from people, like that just was really like adding insult to injury, and so I don't want that to happen with her.
Well, I mean, Gus wasn't like that. You're talking about the guy.
No, I'm talking about just the puppy scams.
Yeah,
like all the puppy scams. What kind of... she wants a sulcata, Sulcata tortoise. I think it's the kind that Daddy Curbs has. I think. And I could be wrong on that. But...
I know long term she wants to become a breeder.
And it's like... It's the kind of turtle that lives for like 80 years. So we've already told her, like, she's got to get it in her head that, like, her grandkids are going to be taking care of this thing. So.
Yeah. Or she will will it to a zoo or.
Right.
Or something.
Homesteading the right way has one of those. Yeah. So. Alright, well, let's go ahead and wind it up because I'm starting to
hurt. You need to eat.
Yeah, I need to eat so I can take another ibuprofen.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, thank you guys so much for coming in and hanging out with us this evening.
Yes, we heard about Weetree. Yeah.
Yes, we did hear about Weetree.
Yeah.
And it was a very sad situation.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know if a lot of you guys know who Weetree is. Weetree Bonsai. She was very active in the homesteading community. She was a moderator
on a lot of live streams.
Live streams. And she was a moderator for us for a little while. We didn't see eye to eye on how
some things
should have been done, and so we went our separate ways. But then she just like disappeared. Mm-hmm. And I believe it was, she used to call herself Homestead Mom. I don't know.
She's like Melissa's DIY and something like that. Anyway.
But somebody told us that she put a video out
looking for her because she would just like disappeared. And come to find out, somebody called that because she was very much introverted. She would not let anybody know where she was at. Yeah.
Unless you became like super close personal friends with her. And whoever she was super close personal friends with, somebody called that town, made them go do a wellness check, and they found her and her husband deceased
in their house,
in their home. What appears to be, was it pneumonia?
Something like that. They were both sick.
They were both sick.
They'd
So
both
it could have been
sick.
COVID.
Something happened. Yeah.
You know, it could have been COVID, and it went into pneumonia, and that's what.
Yeah,
that's what
I haven't heard any more details. We didn't really want to like deep dive into that because she's here, she's not here. You know.
So our hearts go out to her family and to everybody,
to all of the people,
everybody in the Homestead community
yeah.
that you know that she was friends with.
Yeah. Yeah. She we saw her briefly every once in a while. She would show up. But what was really cool about that whole thing is that the community that she did impact really like rallied around trying to find out what was wrong with her. Like legit like went to the sheriff's department in her town, had them looking for her, and apparently the first time they went to do a wellness check, they didn't really find anything, and then they went inside or something like that. But whatever the case, the idea that the community was persistent enough to find out where she was and what was wrong with her, that's pretty powerful, you know.
So you may just because, I want you guys to understand something, especially you guys with blue wrenches. When you are not here, we start asking questions.
Yeah, that's very true.
We will go, especially if we know you moderate in other channels, or if you visit other channels and you're not in mine.
You're not showing up.
And you're usually always here, like April, Mama Z.
Yeah, we'll usually reach out and be like, hey, everything okay? Hadn't heard from you.
If I don't have personal contact information for you,
right.
I'm going to a channel that I know that you do moderate for or that you do visit regularly, and I'm asking that creator, hey, have you seen so-and-so?
Right, and we don't. He's not saying specifically just blue wrenches, but he knows those guys.
You know, I check up on you,
yeah.
TJ. And
but we do, like, you know, we certainly check in on our people, and if we don't see somebody for a while, we're usually kind of scratching our heads, like, hopefully we didn't tick somebody off, you know.
Yeah.
And then we just try to check around and make sure that you're still active somewhere, you know, even if it's just something we did, as long as you're okay, we're, you know.
Like, we used to have a moderator that would never miss. Never miss. And she started missing. And so we started, and I used to talk to her daily. And, but she went through some life changes, and she got a job, and she started putting everything that she learned from us and everybody else into play, and she just got super busy. You know, and so she pops in every now and then, but we were asking questions. We were trying to get in touch, and you know, and some people don't necessarily agree with ways that you start to do things, or you know. And I'm not talking about the people that whine and fuss because they come into your live stream within like 3 seconds, and if you don't go, oh, hi, how you doing? They get all, you know, butthurt about it, and then they go off into a corner with other people that behave that way, and then starting rumors about folks. I'm not talking about those kind of people. Those kind of people just kind of need to leave YouTube. I'm talking about, you know, people that come and they're here regularly. When you don't show up, we start asking
And I'll
questions.
give you a couple good examples. Like, even Green Gables, I follow her on Instagram, so I'll see her post occasionally. So I know that she's okay, even if she doesn't show up in our chats, because I know that she's doing... things with her. She's trying to get her old house sold so she can get her new house, and you know, so there's all of that stuff. So you know, it's people like that. Like, I'll see you guys posted on Facebook. I'll see you posting on Instagram. Yeah. So we don't necessarily have to chase you down through YouTube. Mm-hmm. But there are some names that occasionally would be like, you know, I haven't seen so-and-so.
Yeah, like I wear aprons. I stressed out for a while.
Yeah, because we didn't hear from her.
Because she like disappeared. And then I started paying attention to other lives that I knew that she went to, and she wasn't even in there either. And I knew nobody that knew how to
get in touch with her. Yeah.
And then she showed up one day, and I was like, oh, praise Jesus, you're okay. Mm-hmm. And, you know, and we kind of, you know, but she just got super busy because they did butchering and processing and stuff. And they went through a whole big life change.
Well, yeah, and then they were doing that season. Mm-hmm. And then we went into the winter. And then all this crap happened this year that they've shut down. And so now she's a housewife. Yeah. And she enjoys it, loves it, but she's still super busy.
Yeah, she's super, super busy. So we say all of that to say, look, this is a community. If all of a sudden, you better... Because you were on the list this week for me to start asking questions about.
Look, I've sent you text messages. I don't even want to hear it, Mr. Lonely Prepper. See, I have his phone number. So occasionally when I don't hear from him, I'll send him a message and say, hey. Because the last time I didn't hear from him for a while, found out he got really sick. And I was like, dude, like... Mm-hmm. But anyway, so yeah.
Yeah, Dragon's Talent is still around. He visits other live streams and stuff now.
He's fine. He just doesn't like Big Bear Homestead anymore.
Yeah,
I'm gonna throw that right out there. He's apparently he is a little upset with us, so it's okay. Everybody's entitled to their opinion.
Yep.
Always a pleasure to hang out with you. Hopefully we can make you wordless on Two Family tomorrow again.
That would be fun.
Yes.
And so. Guys, we say all of that to say, look, you guys see who's in chats on a regular basis. You guys make relationships and develop friendships. Especially now with this pandemic and thing going on. If you don't see that person around on YouTube and other social media that you hang out on,
check on them.
Check on them.
Anytime, TJ. Yep.
Check on them.
Yeah.
Because we really don't want to hear about another incident like what happened to poor Wheatree in the community again. Check on them. You know, because you checking on that person and them either answering a phone or acting, you know, kind of not with it in text message, and you could be what saves their life. And they've never met you face to face. They've never come in, you know, contact with you other than through chats and stuff like that. But you may be that one thing that comes around in that split second that saves their life.
Mm-hmm. Fishes and Love says, well, now we know why he is lonely. Loner Prepper is more like it. Yeah. All right,
guys. So thanks again for coming in, hanging out with us. We love hanging out with y'all every Saturday.
Sit in the back and laugh at Jason's man bun. See, but I see.
Tomorrow night, after Roots and Refuge.
Yes.
Copper Kettle Farms.
Yes.
Goes
on
live.
Uh-huh.
Now, sometimes she pulls her guitar out and she sings.
I'm going to harass her tomorrow until she does, so just warning you, Crystal.
She has a beautiful voice. Mm-hmm. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Just put that out there.
Just gonna put that out.
It's gonna be a sing-along Sunday tomorrow. Yep. I'm just saying.
And Mama Z's Texas Kitchen. That's another one that does live shows, but she cooks on a live stream.
Yes, Saturday mornings.
And I'm just gonna throw that one out there.
Is it 9:30 Central Time, I believe? Crystal. Misty.
Yeah. So we need to rally around these two. After Jess and Jeremiah, I know a lot of people, we all get kind of pumped up from their live stream. Come on over to Copper Kettle at 9 p.m. Eastern Time.
Copper
Kettle. And let's harass her until she sings the songs that we want her to sing. And if she, and we're not going to take, I don't know that song.
Ring of Fire. I'm just saying, start practicing now.
I don't know that song. I don't know that song. No, that's not an acceptable answer. You better Google it. And then
9:30
Central. At 9:30 for Mama Z's Texas Kitchen.
Yep.
And we need to blow up that live stream there and see if we can just get her all discombobulated and get her to burn something.
Oh, God, no.
I'm just kidding.
Good night, Doc. Good night, Dee.
Doc.
Good night, everybody. Have a good evening. You going to tell everybody your spiel? Mm-hmm. Are you going to be doing a duet? No.
Sure.
He'll sing solo. Solo, you can't hear him.
There you go. And hey, all the other creators that are in this chat, go check them out. Like, look, you guys know Two Family alone, if they're even still in here, Two Family, on Monday nights, they go live. They usually always have a guest that's usually somewhat in the homesteading community. Maybe they kind of outreach a little bit here and there to bring new interests into our world. Because let's be honest, sometimes we get blinders on. They also, on Tuesday, Daryl... Tuesday is Tuesday Tech, right? Or is it Thursday Tech?
Tuesday Tech.
Tuesday Tech, where Daryl tries to help with the editing and stuff. And I was going to jump on there with him on this last Tuesday, but
we were struggling with the video.
I was struggling with the video, and then I had so much because I had to stop what I was doing to try to get this one project done.
Yeah.
But Thursday, they review your channel
reviews, yeah.
And they give you an unbiased opinion. Mm-hmm. So if you're a small YouTuber, like we are, and you want to improve your channel, by all means, be there Thursday. I think you have to type in the thing like Big Bear's the best or Big Bear is awesome, and then they put you on this wheel. And or I think this last week it was Big Bear is better than the Naked Gardener.
Yeah, I think that was what it was.
I think that's what it was. And
Big Bear is my favorite son.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
And I mean, because not all of us can be as big and as awesome as Green Dream. And so it's always nice to have somebody else, and usually sometimes Daryl has other special guests, like I think he had Morgan. No, I've done it a couple of times. He has other people that come in and just give their opinions. Like when Morgan was there, I kind of bullied my way and said, do my channel. You know, and I got a lot of good feedback from Morgan. Morgan is 98% of the reason why we started trying to change our thumbnails up. That's why you don't like my thumbnail for Friday, blame Morgan at Goldshaw Farms.
It's all his fault.
It's all Morgan's fault. Mm-hmm. And so, you know. Yeah. So, I mean, you know, get it. Two Family Homestead is a door that you need to kick open for those of you that are trying to, and look, y'all, we're in the South, so this is a Southern goodbye, so I'm sorry. But Two Family Homestead is that hidden nugget in the homestead community. They don't get as much props as they should. Because they do so much for the community. They do so much for folks on YouTube. in general. Because look, let's be honest. You got the folks like Nick Nimmin and Daryl Eves, and he's saying good night, baby.
I gotta go to the bathroom.
Okay. I'll close it out so you don't have to come back.
Okay. Good night, everybody.
You know, but do you, and let's just be honest.
Oh, that's it right there.
Well, don't do it again.
I know, that's why I'm not going to step on it.
Let's be honest. Nick Nimmin, Daryl Eves are all huge people that try to tell you how to help you grow your YouTube channel. But do you see any of those guys throwing a wheel up there and doing like what Daryl and them do? Nope. You don't. And so this is a huge thing that every last one of them, I don't care if you got 5 subs or 500,000 subs. This is an opportunity, 500 million subs. This is an opportunity that you should be taking advantage of over there at Two Family. Two Family should have like 1 million subs because they are doing all of this for everybody, and they don't care what kind of channel you are, and they're going to give you their honest opinion. You know, and my prime example on how that works is go look at Mama Z's Texas Kitchen. She has taken a lot of stuff that Daryl and everybody has said, and she has applied it to her channel, and her channel is growing. Now, it's not growing like how fast the Hollers and the Stivers and all of them grow, but she's growing, and she's growing organically, and she's doing everything that she needs to be doing to be able to grow and become a success on YouTube. And mark my words, Mama Z's Texas Kitchen, with all the work that she's putting in there, she's going to be a big channel. She's going to be a big channel. So y'all might want to make friends with her. I'm just saying. So, all right. I have to go eat dinner and take care of Mama. So this is the final version. So this is the final version of the Southern Goodbye. Y'all call your mama. Tell her that you love her. And we will see you guys next Saturday. So y'all have a great weekend. Plant smiles, grow giggles, and harvest the love, baby. Yeah. Recycle, repurpose, reuse. And we'll see you guys next Saturday. Y'all have a wonderful rest of the weekend.